Welcome to Bobcat Stadium. I'm Shaun Reel, joined by Rob Justison. Rob, we've been talking about it all week long, and I'm just excited that football is less than 24 hours away. Safety Colin Blair, he's out in this game with an ankle injury. He's the only safety to play a snap for Cal Poly, and that means number one, BJ Nard. He's been in the program for 4 years. This is his very first game playing safety, coming off a knee injury, so we'll see how he does in the secondary, guys. Yeah, the Grizz have been solid all year, sitting at 11-2 in conference, and the Bobcats are surging. They are playing really well lately, including a game where they had 25 threes. Just get her like 40 yards with the roll. That's what I'm going for.
How much you can make past the 50?
Past 50?
With the roll, yeah.
All right. All depends on what kind of roll I get here.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not a roll. Welcome back to Grizzly Sports Report, joined by senior defensive end Tyrone Holmes. And on the Grizz side of it, you know, they're starting John Wynn, the little guy, little bugger, like jump cut. You're thinking you're going to try to kill him every single time because he's so small, but you can't. Yeah, Dominic, they did. They made a little run there at the end, but you can cut this game a lot of different ways, but flat out, if you don't put the ball in the hoop, you're going to lose. And the Grizz shot 32% in this ball game, and if you're a baseball player, 320, that's pretty good, but not in basketball. As a coach, when you dominate a team like that in half, 355 yards to 19, but it's only 16 points, are you happy that you dominated, or are you kind of more concerned that it's only a two-possession game? 0.5 seconds left in the game, and they're inbounding the ball under the Lady Grizz hoop. Now, what I want you to notice is right here, this girl is 6'5", so the Grizz are really constructed and focusing on her.
And let's go right downstairs to Shaun Reel.
Guys, joined by Grizz head coach Bob Stitt. And coach, offensively, it seems like Cal Poly's kind of playing back like you said that they would and making you dink and dunk. What do you need to do better in the second half to kind of put more points on the board? Well, he wants me to get some revenge.
You want to get revenge on me?
Yeah, he said you were not
very
nice.
I am. I'm the nasty boy.
Oh!
Huh? That's the way to sign off on network TV.
In softball, pitching is key, and the Frenchtown Lady Broncs not only have one, but two of the best pitchers in the entire state.
It's been 43 years since these mats have seen the Spartans win a state championship, something players and coaches say they hope changes this year.
Parkour is becoming more and more popular in Missoula and the country because it allows beginners like me to give the sport a try. I know one of the keys you wanted coming into this game was getting pressure on Sorensen. How do you feel the defense did in that first half?
People call them crazy, and probably so. They're surfing in water that's just under 40 degrees.
For the keys to the game, let's go down on the field and join Shaun Reel.
Thanks, guys. It's time for your Allegiance benefit plan keys to the game. Let's start with the home team, the Montana Grizzlies. And number one for them is, will there be any letdown coming off that huge win against North Dakota State? Yeah, Dominic, I'm kind of going to use an adage from your favorite football team, the Green Bay Packers, and Aaron Rodgers. RELAX. The Lady Grizz just needed to relax. Yeah, Dom. Been quite the day. I'm actually in the middle of editing some of the highlights from the later games. I've been going since 8 a.m. this morning, so over 13 hours and running. You see, I got my energy drink here. Happy semi-final Friday. I'm Shaun Reel. Coming into tonight, 24 Montana high school basketball teams are hoping to get a win and move on to the state championship game. It's kind of the same situation in Reno for the Big Sky tournament. Montana taking on the University of Idaho, trying to make it to that championship game. Weber State and UND went into overtime, so that game just getting underway. Dom, how about a little bit of an update? All right, thanks, Dom. Now to the high school hardwood Class AA action in Bozeman. Sentinel taking on Great Falls. Early in the first, Sentinel inbounds play works to perfection. Jordan Schwain knocks down the jumper, and the Spartans lead it. Seconds later, Lady Grizz commit. Nora Click drives and gets the 5-footer to drop, and the Bison go up one. Then Sentinel's top scorer got it going. Point guard Shannon Wooster stops and pops with a charity stripe, and she's going to knock that down all day. But this was a close game throughout. Hannah Collins, she was on fire from three as she hits this one and gives Great Falls a 3-point lead. Then Wooster took some notes, and she gives the 3-ball right back, and we're all tied. Late in the half, Click was clicking all day. She drives straight to the rim, splitting the defense. The Bison led by 8 at half, and they would lead it at the end, 59-45. So who will get to play Great Falls in the state title game? Well, that's up to Bozeman and Helena Capital. Pick it up in the opening seconds. Bozeman's Bailey O'Leary starts the game with a bang. 3-ball is good. Then, end of the quarter, take a look at this. With time winding down, Sydney Sheridan from just inside half court. She's got a nice smile on her face. In the second, Rihanna Rogers finds Caitlin Lonergan. She puts in the jumper. Bozeman lead is still 6. Then let's jump to the fourth. Maddie Quick goes 0-3 real quick. Bruins are within 3 points, but in the final minutes, Bozeman was too effective. O'Leary with a nice pass to a cutting Amber Tarabakia. Easy layup. Bozeman punches their ticket to the state title, winning 42-33. Then it was time for the boys semifinals. First, Skyview taking on the Knights of Hellgate. First quarter, Skyview with it, sent it around the horn. Nick Trinnell from just inside the arc, put it on the board. Falcons lead it. Minutes later, similar looking play. This time it's Josh O'Donnell from the corner. Bang, that's good. Skyview up 7, but Hellgate will get it going. Darius Collins from a long ways away. Money gives a little pat to the high top there. Knights trail by 4. Final seconds of the quarter, Peter Vanham, the smallest guy on the court, still gets to the rack. Hellgate down 6. Then more from the high-flying Falcons. Raekwon Evans playing like a man on a mission. No one's going to stop him, and Skyview takes it 66-46. Moving on over to Butte, Class B semifinals, Florence taking on Shoto. Falcons came out to play. Bo Zeiler with a nice stop and pop, and the early lead is Florence. They would lead by as many as 10 in the first, but Shoto would respond. Dylan Panabecker with the sick crossovers. The Bulldogs took a 36-32 lead into the break. In the third, Falcons trying to come back. Levi Cleggett, no on the drive, but there's the big man, Dan Mickelson, and one, and they're cutting into that lead, but Shoto refuses to take their feet off the pedal. Derek DeRosher sinks the 3. He was 9 of 12 from distance, looking like Steph Curry, and Shoto wins it 81-67. So Shoto advances, and they are going to play the winner of Big Fork and Big Timber. Our Joshua Robinson is there in Butte. And Joshua, how's that game looking? Now Kevin is here with us, the Phenom, and we're all going to give it a little try, so no pressure. Lead us off here, Kevin. Easily. Here we go. Oh, Dave. All right, who's going to be the first one to miss? Oh, Angela. Ah! That does it. We'll be back with more after the break. Missoulian Kevin Sheehan is just 14 years old, but that didn't stop him from winning the advanced division of the Zootown Open this year and being known as a phenom among the disc golf community.
So I first got started into disc golf in 6th grade when my homeroom teacher, Moose McNulty, he got a grant and started playing with us out at recess. And then I just kind of picked up from there, and I joined the Garden City Flyers 2 years ago.
It's been one of those rare instances where you watch somebody who has super raw talent, and you drop a word here and there, help them out a little bit, but mainly you're able to just watch them develop. And he has came extremely far, extremely fast. He already throws significantly further than I do.
When Sheehan started to progress in the sport, the man who introduced him to disc golf, his teacher Moose McNulty, suddenly passed away from a heart attack last year. It was then that Kevin decided to follow in his footsteps, teaching the sport to younger kids.
Yeah, so I was talking to my 8th grade PE teacher, and she wanted to take on the tradition. So she had a bunch of books on all the curriculum, so I went through them this winter, wrote all the curriculum, and was able to teach a lot of classes this spring at CS Porter.
I think that's been really special, the way he's gone into the grade schools and have taught the programs. They have a park and rec program every Tuesday night, and he's there and doing those kinds of things rather than standing around and thumping on his chest and saying, "Watch me, look how good I am."
Kevin works endlessly at becoming a great disc golfer, and that's earned the respect of his competitors. But it's what he does off the course that has them most impressed.
He's also been working just as hard on his integrity, on being the right type of person, on being a good human being, along with being a good disc golfer and becoming a great disc golfer. And that to me, and as Gene stated, that's the most important thing, and that's the thing that we like seeing the most.
So Kevin hopes that by next year, when he's just 15 and a freshman in high school, that he will be competing on the pro circuit. But most importantly, that he can teach and pass on the sport to others like Moose did for him.
I want to progress as much as I can and hopefully eventually be able to play in Open, which is a professional division, and be able to have some success there. And I don't know, maybe be able to play after college here and there with a good job, but make sure I get good grades in school before I play.
So normally just wake up, watch a little Sports Center?
Yeah, wake up, watch the Sports Center, get ready, Leave about 9:20, gets us there in time. We got human resource management, 9:40 to 11, and then marketing research, 11 to 12:30. So not too bad. I think just like a lot of time management, I would say. You know, if you have like an assignment due, like most students will be able to, you know, do your assignment tonight if you have one due, but tonight we have a game. We're going to marketing research right now, so that's from 11 to 12:30. Kind of like a project-based class, so you're in a group and you pick something to study. So my group is actually, we're doing how to get attendance up at like other sporting events besides football. Every game day it's around, or home game at least, it's around 1 o'clock or so, so it gives us a little bit of time, usually like after class to get ready and whatnot. So kind of now you kind of start thinking even a little bit more about the game, shoot around and thinking about kind of their personnel and stuff like that for before film.
Opportunity Major is going to play a lot more minutes. He's that number 15. He's very athletic. He gets out and he goes.
And then, you know, we usually go over stuff, walk through stuff about, you know, what they like to do and kind of touch up on things that we did all week through practice. And then just get like a lot of shots up. I don't know, kind of get your body feeling right before you come back tonight.
2, 3, race.
I always go at 1 though.
Team meal, that's kind of like a routine meal that we get every day on game day.
What's up? What's up, G?
Yeah, that's when you start really getting excited. You know, we'll get to the gym here in a little bit and then get taped, shoot around a little bit before our actual warm up, and then, you know, like about 45 minutes or so before, like when you see people coming in, and I think that's when you really get start getting hyped up and ready to go. I think it's just excitement and trying to like kind of stay calm, I guess. You know, try not to get too excited and too hyped up, and then calm down. And you got the national anthem, and then you're ready to go for tip-off.